Well, hi Leo and Deborah. It's Mike Montolino and I'm coming to you from Sturgeon Bay. I came up to see the actual boat we've been talking about. It's right behind me. I wanted to just come up and lay hands on it and take some video of the highlights of the boat so you would know that it actually exists, and it is up here in Sturgeon Bay. Just to point out a couple of things, the bottom paint's in great condition. There's no blemishes. It should be good for at least a few years. And the striping, the boot stripe, all not a scratch on it anywhere. So from the outside the boat looks brand new, and from touring the inside just as well. And there are a couple differences from the 18, which this is. This was an early 18 to the 19 that you saw at the boat show, and I'll point those things out. So I think we'll go around to the stern and up into the interior to show you some more of the boat. Okay, we're on the back of the boat now, and I wanted to point out a few things. First of all, the teak floor looks in excellent condition. There's no nicks, no scratches, no dings in the floor. It shows like brand new. It looks excellent. By the way, you can see the blue hue from the underwater lights standing back here. Then, just to point out, access for shore water. I'm sure you saw that before. This boat actually has a gasket here. The 19 did not, but this is where you access shower, shore water, and a deck wash down here. And then the big difference here on this boat is that this compartment here, which can be set up as a crew cabin or a large storage area, is different than the one you saw at 19. It's got a very deep compartment. You can actually go down into this compartment, and there's enough storage here for everything you could ever want to bring. It's also got some carpet in there just to protect the floor. And over here is where the shore power is connected or monitored. Here we've got the controls for the hydraulic platform and the cable master switches to bring in the electric cables electrically. You don't have to do it by hand. And these are the two monitors for the shore power. There's actually a green light on here to tell you that shore power is connected and working. So we'll move ahead up to the cockpit here. One of the differences, Leo, is that on the 2019 the cockpit controls for docking are mounted in a little bit nicer spot on this 18 than on the 19. This is actually a little nicer to reach here. The one on the 19 was recessed in here, so that's a difference. Also, the countertop here is a taupe color. I believe the 19 that you saw at the show was white, and doesn't look like the grill's ever been used. It has the same table that you saw before. It also has the same shade, the power shade. I'll just run that out a little bit so you can see that. Anyway, I'm not going to run it all the way out. I just wanted you to see it's here. Also, access to that storage compartment, you can do that from up here as well. Appears to be locked, so we won't do that now. Ice maker here. Subwoofer for some nice sound out here. Same doors that slide together. As you step into the galley, you should recognize it as virtually the same.
Just gonna pan around.
Point out a couple of things. That does have the dishwasher. It doesn't look like it's ever been used. It still has the blue tape on the whatever you call this for the flatware. It does have the microwave convection oven. It also doesn't ever look used. There's no food splatters or anything in there. Wine cooler is here. The stove is a little different. This is the standard electric stove. On the 19 it had the induction stove that requires special cookware. I'm not sure which is better, but this is a little easier because you don't need special cookware. I don't believe the boat's ever been cooked on. There's no cook material, no cooking accessories. There's no pots or pans, anything like that. No silverware in the drawer. The boat hasn't been used for overnighting at all. It's never been overnighted on. It's never been slept on. It's never been showered in. We don't believe the toilets were even ever used. The same refrigerator that was on the other boats. And this drawer can be either a freezer or a refrigerator, just depending on how you set it. And then the other one is just a refrigerator. The same entertainment system is here. The big screen TV, the Blu-ray player, the surround sound system, and the stereo. It's a JL audio. Same beautiful floor that was on the 19. This is that, I think they call it a stressed look wood floor. No scratches, no dings, no dents. As it comes forward, we've got the white or off-white leather couches. The table does go up and down and will make a bed if you need it, and the cushions are here and on board. I'm going to operate the retractable top for a second here just to show you that it's working. No, I can't, sorry. I don't have everything turned on, but the top is here and works. And I just wanted to point out, I turned on the engine monitor, and it does show the hours here, 34.39 and 34.36. Right here are the hours. This boat's virtually gone from here to Mr. Schneider's home and back. No other real trips has the boat been used for. We've got two screens, one for radar, one for GPS, or however you'd want to set that up. And there is a remote control for the autopilot. So you could be sitting up on deck and operate the remote control, or the autopilot using the remote control. You could actually steer the boat from up on deck using this. I'm going to turn this off now. So we'll go to the forward staterooms first. This boat, like most of the ones we get, has the carpet runner, so this can come off. We order it that way just to protect the carpet, and most people seem to appreciate that. But you can take it off, it just unsnaps. Maybe take a peek in the third stateroom. And this would be the VIP stateroom. As you can see, just the way it would look like a brand new boat. And as I said, I don't believe the beds have ever been slept in. Air conditioning controls right here, each cabin. And the Blu-ray player, there's an outlet here. And also USB connectors for phone or whatever. And lots of storage. Storage here. One thing I forgot to point out in the third stateroom here is the washer and dryer. Both units are here. And then of course the guest head is here. Now if you look in the shower, it's never been used. You can tell by the teeth in there. It's never had a stain or water on it. Okay, I think we'll stop here, and then I'm going to go to the master cabin. So, heading to the master cabin down the stairs, just pointing out the distribution panel for all the electrical controls. The 12-volt side is here, and battery switches, tank monitors, and then on the 110-volt side there are two lines, line 1 and line 2. So everything's right here in this spot. It's easy to get at. And then the central vacuum is right here. You just plug the hose in right here. And I'll show you the hose for the central vac is still in the box. It's never been taken out of the box. This is the central vacuum accessories. Haven't been used at all. So here we are in the master cabin. Should be just the way you remember it. Lighter bedspread, I think, than the 2019, but the rest of it's essentially the same. point out the convenience items here. We've got the stereo or AV controls, Blu-ray player, air conditioning controls, and again USB for your phone. And this Blu-ray player plays on this TV right here. Again, I would point out in the master head. If you look at the teak and the floor, shower's never been used. Oh, one thing I forgot to point out is the glass above the galley. It is the same glass that goes clear. In fact, I'll hit the button. I know that works today. You can see it goes from opaque to clear and back to opaque. Just wanted to make sure I mentioned that that's here. Okay, we're on the foredeck of the boat now. I would just note that it's very clean. There's no stains, no dirt up here. It shows in excellent shape. I mean, this boat could be in a boat show if it needed to be. A difference, as I mentioned, the way the cushions are done on this boat is different. And on the 19, the backrest actually is more vertical, and to not use it, you have to pull it forward and then it lays down flat. This actually seems a little more comfortable to me. The way you can lay here, it's in a little bit more relaxed position. The 2019 had more of a seat where you sat like this, and so just pointing out it's a little different. May not be a big deal for you, but thought you should know about it. So, and we do have the stereo controls here. And point out for the windlass, it's an all chain anchor, and you can see all of the chain there. We do have the spotlight, of course, right up here on the bow rail. And also foot controls for the windlass. Easy to use. Again, just pointing out how clean the boat is. Stereo speakers up forward here, controlled by the head unit here. I always like to point out the stainless steel here where your dock lines would be. Just beautiful craftsmanship and an obvious care for the way the boat is maintained over the long haul, because as you probably know, dock lines tend to wear down on the fiberglass. So here you've got a nice protective stainless steel insert there. Alright, I'm down in the engine room now. Just wanted to give you a quick tour here. One of the things I really like about Carver's layout of the engine room is that all of the through hulls are in one place. So I'm just at the bottom of the ladder here, standing here, and the two main engine through hulls are right here, easy to get at. And then air conditioning and generator right here. So very easy to work with. Pointing out the two levers, the blue on each side. So those actually control the fuel in each tank. And if you open those, the fuel tanks will self-level. So if one, actually the generator's on the starboard side. So if you were running the generator, that tank would obviously run down a little faster. So if you came down here, you would be able to level just by opening the valves. The oil change system is right here, so automatic oil change. The Halon bottle for fire extinguisher or whatever the new chemical is that they use. All the batteries are easily accessible. Battery chargers right here on the back wall, and the generator is right here. And it's easy to get around down here. I'm 6'1". Sorry about that, I just bumped the wrong button. Anyway, the generator is right here. You can see the mufflers for the engines, that's for the starboard side. And also for the port side. And what I was going to say is how tall it is down here. I'm 6'1". I just have to bend over a little bit in parts of the engine room. Obviously those are the fuel filters. So the other thing I like in the engine room is the way that everything's labeled. You notice the strainer here is marked air conditioner. Here it's marked generator. I like that. Okay, Leo and Deborah, I'm back on the transom here. Pretty much taking you through the whole boat, and that was my intention today. I just wanted you to lay eyes on the boat we've been talking about. I know you're not exactly sure what you want to do next, but I wanted you to see that this boat actually does exist. I wanted you to see the actual condition of it, and I think it's a fantastic opportunity. With 35 hours, You know, to have something in this condition is just is awesome. And I'm not sure if you wait a year or two it's going to get any better, because the boats are going to have more hours on them and they're going to have more use, and I think you'll struggle to find something as nice. So thank you for looking at the videos and giving this some thought, and giving Centerpoint and myself an opportunity, and I look forward to your feedback in the near future. So I'll sign off for now. Thank you.